regression framework, validation with data, and I take the data from the public data set. Yeah, we talk about the baby development. Early identification of entities stands for neurodevelopmental disorder. So it is very important because it affects the later treatment process. And time intervention can affect the other later on skill of the baby and conditions including autism spectrum disorders, ADHD, and communication disorder. Today is really, I can say, is happening more common because of the, I can see the modern life. And the goal is to react not to proactive transparent screening. Hopefully useful for the doctor and parents. Today, currently, we have a limitation of traditional screening as the subjectivities. So, we have method rely heavily on observational techniques and the caregiver reports. And also, it's because errors on human side. And also the result, we have the notice the result even so maybe it's problem with reliabilities. And somehow we have the cultural bias. So almost, I'm also studying in the field of psychology, so I see that a lot of tools for developed countries, and they apply for the other countries. For us, also we study the curriculum and everything from the other place. So the tool may risky, right? Because it's may have cultural differences. For this disorder, and we can say that for Vietnam, it's not we can say for a baby or for a child, it's like a rule implied. We just stare looking at the parent or teacher. Yeah, we just humble, not down, something like that, and silent. It's kind of different. So the cultural bias is very critical in this setting. We say that and also refer to the AI response. You see now that we have a lot of modern state-of-the-art model, but the hidden, the meaning, the concept refer to the to explain for the evolved people, not for the IT standard to understand. And even for us, we need to understand also a different layer, what's going on inside, how it's trading, what's happening, and the result, how to explain it, how it's relevant to the daily doctor, and parent caregiver who take care of the baby. Solution with stable identification behavior with the data set. They collect from the questionnaire. And also have demographics, age, gender, ethnic, and also history, prejudice, and family AST. Yes, this is one of the next slide will present the result. You can see for the which features we on top. Processing, cleaning, encoding, data with other standards, hybrid modeling, the sample which is pushed by the power class GM. And the largest to explain shape, line, visuals with summary plot. And the output promote clinical action like the disease support, culturally adaptation, and improve screening. Yes, this is a data set for autism screening for total data set with around 6,000 records. So probably demonstrate input data, anything, and the result. And did everything here. It's given here. And you can see here, and the result. The is the following, showing object, retain play, pointing to its indication, interpretation, etc. This is on top of the features that's good to pass on to screening the disorder, neurodevelopmental for a child. Yeah. Although you see the A is the coding in the data. What it meaning for is following, so it's mean the attention, the child, whether the child is getting attention. Looking at something or not just from nowhere. Yes. And you can see here we have the red and the blue one. Yeah. And also have the color of the value of the features. And also the output. It affects the model. So all this line with the red is really critical and relevant. It's take important contribution for the model. And here we can see, especially for the age, you can see here. Based on the data we see that the outcome here is for the age. Yeah, the number one is the first predictors is for strongly derived on high risk classification. So when you screening, maybe you are caregiver, you are parent, your doctor, psychology therapy, whatever. It's very important to check whether the child has the ability against the following. You can bring an object, move it, whether the child can follow and like pay attention. Sometimes. And the second one is the showing object. So to see whether the child have interesting, have some kind of the feeling, maybe something emotionally of its eye when contacted, interest, focus. Yeah. The first one is physically. Second is something more emotional. So that two important. We see the predictor. Here is pretend like it's made. They can play a role like a princess or prince in the story. They can play like a sister, singing a song and holding a doll. Something like that, they can play a role. So we see that in kindergarten, they also have many games to play roles. So we play. They know, they understand, and they, I can say they mimic. And see mom, dad doing something, they can adopt some kind of, it's not very important, the third one. Yeah, they can pointing this and that. Yeah. And the further one, eye contact. Yeah, important here. We have found out that from the younger to 12, 18 months, a baby, a small baby, that the low risk of when it means that it important is this sorry. So it means around, you can say around, I think this between this 1 year to 3 years. It's very important. If we can screening the baby, maybe have some symptom, has some little virus I already mentioned. We can take the baby to the doctor, and you will just pay more attention and have more spend more time with the baby as a to build the ability against playing in the ground, maybe reading book to get more attention for the baby, etc. Something like that. And your role, you are the therapist, you are caregiver, you are parent, you are doctor, whatever. Yeah, this is. And also for the sex unorganized families, male has like it's like this, so like global stat. So it's also aligned with the global data, slightly for baby boy, so has a care to the sex. And children, it depends on history. But have a risk for if the baby when we're born. I remember maybe the first 3 days it had a signal of jaundice. Maybe it has leaky for the further around this month after 18 months we have the SAS. Coming back to the features, A6 is against following. We can say that the difficulty is the difficulty of the the baby to be living with or staying with the caregiver. So the caregiver is very important for this stage. To watch maybe grandma, maybe mom, maybe whoever in the family or in the community, and also the certain objects respond to name is further. This means call the name and they can recognize and react. They know the names kind of. So yeah, I don't think it's clear. Application in NTTS, in ATST. Using attention mechanism to analyze behavior scores and movement pattern to identify inattention and other activity when the child go to school after kindergarten, to the elementary schools and kinds of. So this kind of the idea. Although I just use the data set with the refer to the questionnaire of the caregiver at the early age, but later on with the SAR idea, we can further on develop the explainable model for the others, and also communication disorder. Today, even for adults, for the youth, they also have a difficult with communication. Like they spend a lot of time, they're working, and they isolated. They live far away from parents, from house, something like that, and also the mental disorder. So kinds of the AI today can hand in hand and support for the health, especially can help the doctors and parents to understand what is really relevant to. Of course, we don't happy to be in the treatment process, right? We prefer to prevent. Okay, before that, we don't want this to happen with any disorder. So AI can support for the screening at the beginning, early screening is the best to prevent, not just come to the end and to treat this therapy, the other thing. It's costly, it's very stressful for all people related, and also happy for communities and families. Yeah, we compare with our model. Our model is compared with a single one of the highest. But actually, this only data we observe. Later on, in some other situation, in other context, if we have a chance to do in practice, I think it would be better, and many other beautiful things could be happen. Yeah. So method. The other thing I use the word weird. So some kind of we adopt outside Western tool to diagnose screening any kind of mental neural disorder. But let's think of locally the way and the database is locally and the culture base also, because it's very important for us. And also in the psychology and health sector, confidential data, I think it's very, I can say that it's very critical. Very critical. Yeah. We should have a diverse data set. Practice, secretary design, and also explain. The future work, maybe we will mention model version, validation, advanced, and also ethics policy. Actually, this shows the paper I use one very public data set. Hopefully, I will have the future projects, maybe in hospital and somewhere they can collaborate with data. It's very important, isn't it? Yes, AI offers transformative solution to transform problem. And also technical accuracy, everything. Maybe in the real world, just put the two sides, the left and the right. And the right will be the ethical thing, cultural thing, also human first. Like I said, human first. For example, it's very critical. We can say that in the family, parents, people, they not really aware and accept the baby have problem and blah blah blah. But unless the community understands that early screening is important, okay, we prevent the parent that okay wait until the kids grow up and it's maybe not any chance for us to intervene later because it's too late. We need collaboration, community, not just the family thing, not just the parents, kids, or teachers, and the therapists or caregiver. Yeah, it should be communities support. Because the community will say that, okay, to accept accept the baby, accept and create an environment in class, yeah, and have a chance for the baby and also to be a part of the community like other people normally. If we isolate them, it's really yeah. So it means we need to raise up aware of the whole community to take care because it's very important. It's not for our family, our community, but everybody. Yeah. And we living in a good environment, we'll be happy. Not just for ourselves. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, thank you for your
Thank you.
presentation. Your topic is very nice. And then the question. Do you have any question?
Okay, so thank you very much for this nice presentation. It's not my field, but
Yeah.
it's very interesting. Just one or two questions. The first one for the data is better for the data. How do you collect the data?
Later I got from Cable.
Okay.
Yeah, they got the same survey following the, they asked for the caregiver whether the child get attention or the child can see, recognize the name, whatever, the feature I mentioned earlier in the results. And also the age of the child and whether they have the family's history refer to some kinds of. So it's already out there in the previous research. Yeah, but actually I see all the data is from foreign. It's not Vietnamese. We understand that because everything. It's not it's so important. We could have the maybe global scholar support for maybe hospital or some kinds of and a community with psychology, education, maybe university, yeah, and also special university, special schools, something like that. But somehow they're thinking of. Actually, I attend a lot of conferences, something like that, and people thinking of, okay, whether we put the child to the different school, or let them to be with the normal, because at the end, we would love them to be a part of the whole community, right? So if we put them far away and teach them whatever, what will happen? So it needs support for the whole community to understand the situation and open their hearts. Yeah. And in class, that's the good teaching AI cannot. And nowadays we need this. We thinking for others, we just not got the good mark and go to school and etc. We go with with the weak also. That's successful in life, I think. That message we should tell the young generation. Okay, you a good person is not good. You the best of the ladder. You are high score, but you can have the weak one to be a part of your life, your community, at work, at school, in neighborhoods, something like that. That would be the key. Because I'm thinking of why we have a special school, right? For this kind of kids. But they're going, what's going on after that? So we need communities. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. The next question: what is the product of your work? Do you want to have a product, a software that can be used in the school, in the hospital?
Yes. We have a data libraries. Of course, at school, something we have, as they really have the data, follow up the child, okay, maybe the result of the studying and behavior. Nowadays we have AI, right? A machine can tracking whatever, and we follow. Or we can have a special room, put the kid inside and watch. So we have a lot of equipment to tracking AI today. So just I can say it's very passive, but maybe the kids don't recognize it's okay, but to make it natural. So I think yes, it's a recommendation for the teachers. What's next for the kids to be a part and to be happier. Today, tomorrow will be better, and to be good friend, good company with other normal, you can say normal kids in class. So it's very, I love to continue with that point.
Okay, thank you. That's good.
That enough?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you present yes, performance comparison?
Yes. Yes, no. I think I have Here. Yep,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Your model, the show probably have the best performance.
Yes.
Nearly 99%. Yeah.
But only for this data set. So in the real situation, going to be some kinds of, yeah.
I have a question. Why when you consider the deep learning model in detail?
Yes, deep learning model, because I also tried for this also.
This is a traditional model. The professional machine learning.
Yeah.
It's only traditional
Yeah,
application
traditional,
model.
yeah, approach.
I recommend users use deep learning model for this task. I think I don't know if it can improve performance because performance is very high, high performance.
Yes, I think it's good
But
suggestion.
I have a more question.
Yes.
In the kind of your because advancing explainable AI.
Explain here.
Yeah, in and BD.
Yeah, it's a data set.
Yeah, but example your model is can be explainable.
Yes,
Your model is explainable AI.
yes, explainable for this. Yeah, because this is explainable.
Yeah.
This the okay for me to understand that the features, the coding and the name. Is a high relevant. So
Yeah.
I put in the three first in predictor.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the early screening.
Mm.
So, yeah, so this.
Thank you. Yeah.
And,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
yeah, and I'm very happy if someone can have maybe opportunity for me to do further.
Yeah, we need time to tea break, please.
We have general session in the hall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.